Nuri, I'm still, like, waiting for you to say something. That's okay. I'll leave you unmuted, so if you figure out that you're on the line, then you can say something. But yeah, so I don't really know how much I should avoid in terms of talking about politics or not. So I will not answer the question about healthcare. But yeah, let's see. Other questions. Why do I want to study Arabic? How about Chinese? I think that the Arabic world is really interesting to me, and I don't know, I feel like, first of all, it's obviously a really contemporary, important issue right now, just because of, military action in Iraq, and obviously I won't be able to talk, or I won't be able to, like, go to Iran, which is kind of too bad. I was thinking about learning Farsi instead, but, obviously Arabic is more used than Farsi, but yeah, so it's really, I think it's important that more people understand Arabic culture and Muslim culture, because a lot of the countries where Arabic's spoken are actually Muslim countries, because our country in general doesn't seem to be understanding it right now, which is too bad. So I feel like if even one person can, the more people who study the language, the better. So I just want to be another person studying it. Also, after learning French, sorry, this is a long explanation. I hope that's okay. I'm just going to broadcast until 6, I figure. But yeah, so after learning French, I realized that there's a lot of components of their culture that I could never, ever have understood until after having learned the language. Like, just things that, like, concepts that don't even exist in their language. Things like that, I started to understand more. So I feel like if I learn Arabic, I mean, the Muslim culture, to me, I don't really understand it at all, and I really want to, and I think that a big part of understanding a culture is learning the language. Okay, so, alright, next call. Sorry, Nerve, I have bad eyesight, that's why I read his name wrong initially. Hello? Hello? Welcome to the show, what's your name? Oh, okay, bye. Thanks for the call. Let's see, more questions. Community school or private school? That is a good question. People have been asking me to bring up the option of junior colleges, and I think it's really important to talk about, and I was actually talking to people in the office today about how it's difficult to talk about something like that. Just, it's not like in a sensitive subject way, but just because it's not like I'm going to do a whole episode on it, but at the same time it's important that people know that that option is there. So I was thinking about maybe having someone on the show who goes to a junior college, as well as other people, and we could focus the show on a different topic, but then they could kind of give their input coming from that position with that kind of education, because it really is, it's a great option for a lot of people. Like, so many of my friends, because I live right near Santa Rosa Junior College, which is a great school. It's actually pretty well known. People come from everywhere to go there, and a lot of my friends go there and they love it, and it's so much cheaper. I mean, it's literally, I think it's like, it's $20 per class, and I think there's an enrollment fee of something, but it's so cheap because it's funded by the state. So unfortunately, because it's in California, it's like totally all budget cuts. There's so few classes now, but it's a great option. It's really cheap. You transfer in general after 2 years, and then a lot of my friends who are doing that, who do 2 years of general education, most of them are transferring to state schools, or not state schools, but like UC Berkeley. Yeah. All right, next call. Hi, welcome to the show. Oh, did they just hang up? No. Hi, what's your name?
Hello. My name is Ken from San Antonio.
Great. What's your question?
Actually, I just wanted to tell Leo that he's got a very intelligent and wonderful daughter.
Well, thank you, Leo. Dad. Awesome.
And I love the Twitch network.
Thanks. Yeah, he'd be glad to hear it. My mom was telling me about how she's reassured when she gets emails from people, or when my dad gets emails from people complimenting me. She's reassured.
And I
about
think
her
you'll have a
parenting.
bright future.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. I'm sure you
All right,
will
thanks,
too.
bye.
Or you do. Okay, bye. All right. That's nice. Let's see. Does anyone have any other questions? I'm reading the IRC now, so let's see. Would you be interested in studying mass communications at East Central University in Ada, Oklahoma? Maybe. Mass communications is so interesting for me. What I was thinking about studying. I know it's kind of an intense field and it's kind of it's completely based on consumerism, but advertising is so interesting. It's like, because there's so much psychology, but also pop culture and just like all these different aspects. I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe doing it, but not really. Journalism school. Yeah, also that's another thing that I didn't mention when someone asked me what I wanted to be. I really, really am thinking about being a journalist. And I want to not follow in my dad's footsteps just because, I don't know, just because I don't want to feel like I got anywhere easier than other people did. I don't feel like I don't like feeling like I have an advantage. So I don't really want to do that for that reason. But if I could maybe be a writer, and what I was thinking is if I get really, really good at French, I could maybe write in French and English or be a French correspondent. So, let's see. More questions. What made you choose French in the first place as opposed to any other language? Basically, well, first of all, I mean, if you go to school, at least in California, I know this is true, you have two choices, and it's French and Spanish. And I could have kind of gone off and done something else and, like, gotten a special class in Italian or something, but basically French and Spanish were my two choices. And, Spanish is really useful, but, culturally we have so much French influence. And actually, that's a really hard question, just between French and Spanish. I don't think I have that many reasons that I chose French, actually, to be honest, because I would love to know Spanish, and my friends who do know Spanish use it all the time. Just where we live, we have a huge Mexican population, so it's super useful, and it's so widely spoken, too, I guess. I mean, well, it's not that widely spoken, but all of Mexico, Spain, there's definitely other countries. I don't have the facts here with me, but yeah, but also French, just there's a lot of history there, and it's a really interesting history too. So much cultural things though, and just kind of global phenomenons have been started and propelled by the French. Like, for example, just I don't know, any of the literary movements, most of them had a ton of French authors that were that were a big part of it. Okay, question. Have you seen The Wire? What do you think about its thematic complexities? That's a good question. I haven't seen it enough to answer it, though, unfortunately. What do your friends and teachers think of the show and your dad? Here's the thing, is that most of the people in my town don't know about it, and most of my friends don't know about it. Like, I've told my friends I'm interning here, but, I don't know. I mean, it's cool, and I really like it, but, like, it'd be kind of weird for me if a lot of my friends could see this show and watched it, just because, I don't know,